And that's four. Exactly.
That's what I like.
That was different.
You have to know shadows.
And then we're gonna run the job this. We need to read everything.
Who went first?
We did this.
You have to know shadows. Oh,
You still have to dress up. You want to dress up.
Okay, we're basically staying with the same topic as normal, as yesterday with normal distribution, normal curve. Just basically working through these type of word problems, but really, if you can set up your graph correctly, then you're just pulling numbers and adding either to the left or to the right of your dividing line. So, okay, so if you guys turn to page 17. Okay, comparing SAT and ACT. College admission offices need to compare scores of students who take the SAT and those who take the ACT. Okay, page 17.
Open your package. I'll take my package.
Okay, so suppose that for recent college applicants who took the SAT, scores have a mean of 1497. So we know that for the SAT, we can have that middle line. That's our mean. And a standard deviation of 350. So every increment will either add or subtract 350. And we're just going to go 3 standard deviations to the left and to the right of our mean. Okay, so 1497 plus 350. Okay, we'll follow the same path for the ACT. ACT mean is 21. And standard deviation is 5.6. Yeah, question?
Plus 200 and subtract 3.
Oh, let me see. I thought I added 350 every time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a standard deviation of 350, so. Okay, so the ACT, mean is 21, and the standard deviation is 5.6. Okay, so 21 plus 5.6. 6.6. Okay, so here's the empirical rule. It's just basically taking um, each of the medium intervals and just going outwards. So empirical rule says this. It's the 68, 95, 99.7 rule. So 68 comes from the middle 34s. If I add the 34s together, I get 68. If I go one deviation outward, and I include 68 plus 27, that's going to give me 95. And if I go another, add another 5%, or another 2.7, I'm going to get 99.7. And then the final will be 100%. Okay. So it says about 95% of SAT takers score between what two values? So we know 95% is going to be two deviations out. So that's 95%. It will be between what two scores? And yeah, 2197. Yeah. So we just look at that within two standard deviations. We just look at those scores at the ends and identify those. Okay, so 95% is within plus or minus two standard deviations. Okay, so that's I'm trying to write sigma, that lowercase sigma there, kind of an O with a tail. Okay, 95% of ACT test takers. Right, you see that's going to be within two standard deviations, so 9.8 and 32.2, right? Okay, what's the proportion of students who score between 1147 and 1847? What's that going to be? Percent. 58, yep. Between 15.4 and 32.2, we just add up all those those percentages in between. 68 plus 13.5. Okay, let's skip 6 for now. We haven't talked about z-scores yet. We'll come back to that. Okay, so let's look at number 7. Okay, College Board reports that 1.6 million students took the SAT in 2014. About how many students achieve a score of at least 2197? So 2197, at least, that means to the right or to the left? To the right, yeah. So that means more than, right? More than. So that's going to be 2.5%. So we basically want to do 2.5% of everyone who took the SAT. So 2.5%, we got to convert it to a decimal value. So I only want to do 2.5% of everyone who took it. That'll tell me how many students based off of this normal curve. Okay, try number 8. See if you can work that through. How many students achieved a score of at most 21? Okay, what percentage are we dealing with here? Yeah, 50%, right? To the left or to the right of 21, it's going to be 50% because 21 is right at the middle. Okay. Any questions there? Right, nothing really new. So your classwork is just page 18. We should have a short day today. We're still a day ahead, which is good. We'll have tomorrow to do Monday's notes, to Monday to do Tuesday's notes, and then Tuesday we'll leave that day free for just review, and then Wednesday's your check-in quiz. So we're able to kind of gain an extra day of review. Okay, so page 18, go ahead and work through that. It's pretty much the same thing as page 17. There's different sets of data, different mean, different standard deviation. Okay, go ahead and build your curve, and I'll follow up with the steps after you guys had a chance to try it. Yeah, sounds good. You can do that. Yeah. You can go. Okay. do C, and then that'll be the end of it. Okay. Okay,